Empowered individuals, check this out. I prayed before I watched this video because they went to a place in California. It's like a cave or something, or it's an abandoned area. And they said that years and years ago, Aleister Crowley and I forget who else they said. They opened the portal to hell. So a lot of people do rituals there. So somebody left. Look, watch. See this stuff? So they left. There was a couple bags there with stuff in it. I really wish I could just get to the actual. There it is. Okay. So they opened the bag with a knife. I don't know why he's touching it with his bare hands, but he does. So they had candles from one of those shops. Some rocks with symbols on it, like somebody had a black sun. These two candlesticks taped together with duct tape. Burnt sage and burnt incense. And I'm sure see if I can show you. See the sage? Sage right here. And then the actual candle itself, look what it says. So I guess it's a Spanish shop, and they do sell that stuff. They sell these candles and bodegas in the back. John Ramirez used to be a warlock, so he used to sell these types of things in the back of his shop. And he used to do a lot of rituals and everything with it. So they kind of put blood in these candles, and they do rituals. See how it has a devil on it? Now, if you read it, justice, the color black, dominates, para domineer. Hombre means person, right? So it's a black candle, but there's blood in it. They put their own blood in there. They do their ritual, and they put the blood in the wax. And then they just pick a color, and they make the candle. And they put either this symbol on it or whatever. But this person in particular wanted to dominate a person because they did some sort of, they did bad things to them. I can't really say what it was, but it was really bad. So there was a court order. See how they put these stones in there? See the sage and the rocks. There was a court order, and they had to blur out the name, all the information. They took the court order because the person that did the bad stuff went to jail, and they took them to court and all that. And they took the actual paper with the person's name on it. They put it in a plastic bag, I think it was a block or something, and then they poured wax in it. And then they put all these other candles and stuff in it. See, he can't really show it to you, so he blurred it out. See, look. Now, if you look at this thing, it says Jawbreaker. So this person's a warlock selling these things where you could have somebody fired, I guess. So I'm trying to tell you, it's a spiritual battle. This is what I'm trying to tell you. There's witches and warlocks everywhere you go. Even when you get interviewed for a job, the person could be a witch or a warlock, and they take your resume, and they will give it to somebody in that type of thing to see if you're a Christian or not. If you're not, they hire you. If you are, they don't want nothing to do with you. And then they found this thing, whatever this is. Hold on. I'm trying to do still shots. See, they have like the little tea lights. And then this thing, I don't know what that is, but they said that something is wrapped in wax and duct tape, and they have these spiky leaves or something. So anyway, these are rituals that they do. See it? It's like, and they put it in like a different formation. So if somebody hates your guts for whatever reason, you don't even have to do anything wrong to somebody. You don't even have to wrong somebody. Somebody gets angry with you for whatever reason, and they look stuff up, how to do it, and they go to the shop. There's shops everywhere. Everywhere. They do mean everywhere. And you go in there and you ask them, how do I do this? How do I do that? And then they show it to you because they're witches and warlocks. So they show you how to do it. And you buy the ingredients there. They buy the ingredients there, and then they do regular rituals. So this is what they do. I wanted to show you this, you know. And they have special candles and all that. You know, it's ridiculous what they do to us. You have to go through all of this just to take over somebody's because they're doing something wrong to you. So this person wanted to dominate their spirit, so the person could get punished for whatever they did. And you know, nowadays it's the end of days, and you know, Satan's taken over for a long time now. So it probably worked. Because a lot of people don't know to pray over everything. You have to protect yourselves, especially Christians. You're following Christ. If they persecuted him, they're going to persecute you, and this is what they do to you. You don't know. When they first walked in, too, they had it's called Devil's Gate. It's closed, but there's like a little spot you can walk in. You have to really squeeze in. When they first walked in, on the walls, even before they got there, there's a chicken coop on the way in. So you know they had chickens there at one point, and they probably sacrificed the chickens. And that's what they do too. They sacrifice animals, mostly chickens. You don't see what I'm trying to show you. They walked in, and on the wall was paper. It was like pieces of paper and a date. And I guess somebody's name was on there, but that's what they do. They write your name on a piece of paper, and they fold it, and they write the date, they write an incantation, and they either burn it with sage and all that kind of stuff, or what they did here was they taped it to the wall and did the incantation there, and then they left this kind of stuff. So, you know, you gotta watch out with anybody. You have to have your guard up. Not be crazy about it, but, you know, you have to learn to not ignore your feelings. Don't ignore your vibes. Because these people give off a weird vibe. And I heard they smell really bad, too. Oh, they're gonna smell like death if they're worshiping death, you know. So just be aware of that, too. And, you know, just pray about everything. Pray before you leave the house. Pray when you get up. Pray before bed. You know, just pray. Learn to pray. Learn to cover your whole body, especially before you leave the house. So, because this stuff's real, you know, it's rampant because a lot of the people are falling away from God, and they're taking up witchcraft. So you gotta think about these things. A lot of people are witches out there, warlocks now, because, you know, for some reason, that's what they wanted to do. So I just wanted to warn you about these things. See how easy it is for them to go to a bodega or whatever and get all these ingredients and be taught how to do this stuff, and then go somewhere where nobody would see them, in a cave or whatever, in an abandoned building. And that's why those places, the abandoned buildings especially, instead of getting knocked down, and rebuild something else there, like apartment buildings or something, it stays vacant for many years because witchcraft is making it not move. You know what I mean? Like when somebody does witchcraft on you, your life is going to be stagnant for a very long time. So you have to keep breaking curses every day. So I prayed before I watched this video because as soon as I saw the name, I was like, Devil's Gate Dam. Yeah, I'm going to have to pray before I watch this video. And this fool right here, this was like telling the demons he opened himself up. He said he opened himself up and they could come into him and use him. You don't fucking crack. You must be on crack. Why would you do that? And then he said he saw fangs in his mind's eye. Yeah, it's a snake. It's Satan. That's what he saw. Saw his fangs. He turns himself into anything. Assholes. These people are assholes. I'm sorry. You like your spooky stuff, and you go into the devil's den, and you open yourself at like a portal. Are you kidding? Like, how? Why would you do that? To prove to us that this stuff is real? I know it's real already. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know it's real, and it's scary. You should never do it. And there's one guy that's with them. He had a necklace of protection. He went to like Mexico or something. They gave him a protection necklace. It fell off as soon as he walked in there. It was outside the gate. They found it just lying on the floor. And it wasn't broken. And the stupid asshole was like, I guess he didn't want me to have protection. No, it's fucking full of shit. Talismans and all that stuff. It's all satanic. So don't even bother that shit. Throw it out. Throw that shit out. Repent that you even bought it. Never buy it again. It's 8/30/2022. Just want to show you a video like that because I'd rather get it out of here, you know, out of my chest, off my chest, whatever you want to call it. As soon as it happens, as soon as I see it, because so you can see it. And I want to, you know, warn you about these things because sometimes you get sick out of nowhere. And you're like, why do I feel nauseous or why do I feel sick? This is why. Because people are doing rituals on you. You get it now? That's why I keep telling you guys to pray over everything. And last night before I went in the house, I seen this young girl going up the stairs next door. It didn't look like my neighbor's daughter. Because he's Asian, so I don't know who that was. I think Bird Smoker has a side chick. Maybe it's Jillian. Maybe she's the side chick. I would not put it past her to do that. Not at all. In any way. Because if she's the side chick when the witchy poo's at work, and the side chick comes to the house, so she's not there. And if it's Jillian doing that, she's got free reign. She can go through my backyard too now. And hopefully she's stupid enough to do that, and then she'll actually get caught. You can only pray about that, right? I'm definitely praying for that. Alright, I just wanted to warn you. Be mindful of these things. That's why you have to always pray before you leave the house.